Welcome to the Advisory Science channel. What is variation? Did you know that even identical twins have different fingerprints? And have you ever noticed how everyone, even people in the same family, can look a little different? These differences are called variations. They're what makes each individual unique. But what causes these variations? Let's dive deeper. A big part of it comes from genes. They're like tiny instructions inside our cells that tell our bodies how to build things like hair colour or eye colour. We inherit these genes from our parents, so they have a big influence on how we look and how we behave. It's like getting a special mix of ingredients from each parent. But here's the twist. Each offspring gets a unique combination of genes, not just a copy. That's why siblings, even twins, can still have some differences. And it's also why we're not just clones of our parents. However, genes aren't the only reason we look and behave differently to one another. The environment can also play a role in how individuals turn out. Imagine two parrots, one living in a zoo and another living in the wild. Their diets might be quite different, and this could affect their feather colour. Or twins. One learns the French language, the other learns to speak Swahili. Often, variation is a mix of both genes and the environment. So, for example, someone might have genes for tallness, but without proper nutrition, they might not reach their full height potential. This is why even identical twins who share the same genes can have slight differences due to their unique experiences. So next time you notice someone different, remember it's all thanks to variation. Why not check out the free resources for this and other lessons, or inquire about the full curriculum? Link in bio. What are adaptations? Imagine surviving in a burning desert without a single drop of water to drink. Believe it or not, some animals have adaptations that allow them to do just that. Have you ever noticed how animals come in all shapes, sizes, and colours? These differences within a single species are called variations. Look at this group of rabbits. Some have brown fur, while others have white. Or you might see birds with long legs and others with short legs. These are all examples of variations. Now, some of these variations can be very helpful for survival. Let's think about animals living in a habitat with limited food. Animals with characteristics that make it easier to find food and capture it, like good eyesight or sharp claws, will have a better chance of surviving and reproducing. Over time, these useful variations become more common within the population. And this is because animals with these characteristics are more likely to live longer and have more offspring who also inherit these helpful characteristics. This process, where helpful variations become more common, is called natural selection. It's like nature selecting the characteristics that are most beneficial for survival and reproduction. Just like a gardener choosing the best plants to grow. But it's important to understand that these changes don't happen within one lifetime. It takes many, many generations, over many, many years, for natural selection to take place. So now we've looked at some adaptations, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. animals have developed incredible adaptations for all sorts of environments, from scorching deserts to freezing tundras. In the next video, we'll look closer at some amazing examples. Don't forget to subscribe to the Advisory Science channel for more science videos. Why not check out the free resources for this and other lessons? Or inquire about the full curriculum. Link in bio. Welcome to the Advisory Science channel. What are some animal adaptations? Look at these camels. They're perfectly adapted to survive in the harsh desert environment. What special features do you think help them survive? Firstly, it may surprise you to know that their thick fur protects them from the hot days and cold nights. Their wide feet act like snowshoes, preventing them from sinking into the sand as they walk. Camels also have specially shaped blood cells that can store lots of water, like pouches, in their bodies. This allows them to travel long distances without needing to drink. Now, let's travel to the freezing Arctic. Penguins show both physical and behavioural adaptations. Their thick layer of blubber acts like insulation, keeping them warm in the icy waters. Their feathers are also specially adapted, with tightly packed layers that trap warm air close to their body. But penguins aren't just physically adapted. They also use behavioural adaptations to survive too. For example, they huddle together in large groups for warmth, sharing their body heat. They also work together to hunt for food, using coordinated movements to catch fish in the cold water. From camels in the desert to penguins in the Arctic, we see how animal adaptations allow them to survive and even thrive in their diverse environments. Why not check out the free resources for this and other lessons? Or inquire about the full curriculum. What are some plant adaptations? Did you know that some plants can eat animals? We learned how animals adapt to survive, but plants do too. Plants face various challenges in different environments, and they've developed unique physical adaptations to thrive. In nutrient-poor environments, some plants have remarkable adaptations. For example, the Venus flytrap. Its specially adapted leaves can trap and digest insects, getting the nutrients it needs from their bodies. Now let's travel to the coast. Mangroves live in salty water, and they have complex root systems for stability and to filter out salt. Some mangrove roots even stick out of the water to absorb oxygen from the air. Sunflowers are another example of plant adaptations. They need a lot of sunlight to grow. Sunflowers have a special ability called heliotropism. They can actually move their heads throughout the day to follow the sun, maximizing their exposure to sunlight. This ensures they get enough sunlight energy, even in areas with less sunlight. From insect-eating traps to sun-chasing heads, we've seen how plants use amazing adaptations to thrive in diverse environments. Can you imagine how life would be for plants without these adaptations? Why not check out the free resources for this and other lessons? Or inquire about the full curriculum. Link in bio. What can we learn from fossils? Imagine a world teeming with life millions of years ago. Organisms unlike anything we see today roamed the earth. How do we know what lived back then? The answer is fossils. Fossils are the preserved remains of ancient organisms. They can be bones, shells, imprints of leaves, or even trilobite exoskeletons, the hard outer shells of these fascinating organisms. Over time, incredible things happen. Buried remains can get squeezed and compressed by layers of sediment. Minerals can slowly replace the original material, turning them into rock while preserving the details. And that's not all. Fossils can even capture the delicate imprint of leaves, feathers, or even footprints. Each fossil tells a unique story, a window into the past. By studying them, scientists can piece together the puzzle of prehistoric environments and understand how life on Earth has changed over millions of years. For example, large, sharp Tyrannosaurus rex teeth show that they were formidable predators. Trilobite fossils are widespread, and this shows that they might have been able to adapt to different environments, allowing them to flourish in various locations. Remarkably, even insects can be preserved. Amber, which is fossilized tree resin, can trap insects in incredible detail. And this offers an insight into prehistoric insect life. Fossils have helped us understand how life has changed over time. And they support theories like birds being descendants of dinosaurs based on shared features found inside the fossils. Why not check out the free resources for this and other lessons, or inquire about the full curriculum? Link in bio. Welcome to the Advisory Science channel. Who are some key figures in evolutionary history? We learned how fossils can offer us a glimpse into the past. In this video, we'll meet some amazing scientists who dedicated their lives to shaping our understanding of evolution. First up is Mary Anning, a young woman in the early 1800s who made remarkable fossil discoveries. She found skeletons of unknown marine animals like the Ichthyosaurus and Plesiosaur at Lyme Regis in the United Kingdom. Her discoveries showed that Earth was home to diverse life forms long before humans existed, and this challenged the understanding at the time. Next, Charles Darwin, who many of you will have heard of, a scientist who travelled extensively, and he observed variations in living organisms, like the finches of the Galapagos Islands with different beak shapes. He wondered if these variations helped organisms survive better in their environments, leading to gradual changes over generations. And this idea, along with contributions from other scientists like Alfred Wallace, laid the foundation for the theory of evolution. Although these weren't the only scientists involved in shaping our understanding of evolution, they are a big part of how studying fossils and observing living organisms help us to continue to piece together the amazing puzzle of life. Why not check out the free resources for this and other lessons, or inquire about the full curriculum? Link in bio.